Today we're going to show you some tools that you might find handy for skidding logs if you have an operation such as Dillon's Woodworks, where you're picking up your own logs using an electric winch or something like that to skid your logs. We've got what we call a choker poker, is what we call it. I don't know what the technical term for the thing is. It's kind of a funny story. I went to look it up, can't find it. We've just always called it a choker poker, or it's kind of like a manhole cover puller, which actually I think the manhole cover pullers are a little different. But I got this one at a company called Windy Ridge. They're out of Tamworth, New Hampshire. They do have a website, but their website I don't believe shows it on it, and I don't think their website's that great, but it's a great company. They sell Husqvarna chainsaws and some other stuff too. Good people to do business with, and certainly there are other places you can get it. I think you can get that at Lavonville, and my personal opinion is that their website's not that great either. Good company, good company. They do have several locations, the main one being up in Gorham, New Hampshire, but they have locations in Maine and probably some other places too, so you can find them on the web. Again, that's Lavonville. They make chaps too. All right, so anyways, here's the deal with the choker poker. You get a big log like this, and you're or a log, and you want to chain it up. Well, sometimes it's a bit of a pain to get underneath it, so what we're going to do is take our choker poker. I'm going to take it, you'll find a spot, work a spot out here, stick it through. Now it's stuck through on the other side, and now we have our choker chain. You take your choker chain, and on one end it has a slide hook like this, and you wrap it around the log, and then the link goes through sideways like that, and then it won't come out this way. I'll show you a little more about that in a minute. And then on the other hand, the other end, it has a grab link so that you can shorten it up to the length you want. I prefer this over the ones that do have, you'll see them with like a choker rod on the end of it. It'll have like that choker poker, but just a piece of metal, so you can slide that through the log and grab it on the other side. First of all, you can't really grab it, you have to pull it, and it doesn't give you much to grab on. And also, when you go to hook up your chain to, say, your winch, you have to have that pear type link there that you can slide your chain into. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. For the right setup, it's a good thing, and you can do multiples with it too, with a bunch of them. But I find that this is more handy for a setup such like Mike over at Dillon Woodworks has. By the way, check out his channel. Pretty good stuff over there, I think. Check it out, see what you think. And no, Dillon, you can't use this chain on Dillon's animal house to tie up the animals. You might get in trouble for that. All right, enough about that. Basically, it's a 12-foot chain, and we put our hook through, and you can see our hook here on the other side right now. So now let's grab our chain, and you can get this in different grades, like 80 grade or 100 grade, you know. I like to take grab a hook end, take a link, turn it up like this, so you can slide your poker through a link like that. Get it on there, just like that. Now you have that. I'll flip this back over, kind of, and then grab the handle, give it a pull. There you go. You're through. Just simply disconnect it, and then take this hook, put it over there, In most cases, you're going to want to put this hook as close to the ground as possible because you want the chain to be underneath, not pulling down from the top, because it pulls it into the ground that way. If it's underneath, it has a tendency to raise it up, if anything. And you want your chain to be facing this way, so the chain is pushing up against the solid side of this. So in other words, don't put the hook facing the other way. And you can just slide it down like this. There are a few tricks that you can do if you want to spin the log or something like that. I'm not going to bother, but you want to slide this as far forward as you can as far as choking the log, without it being too close to the end where it would slide off before it would tighten up. Because that also helps to keep it from digging into the ground so much. And there's various other tricks. And you can also use a skid comb, which is another device I might show you another time. Then just simply take this, clip it back here so you can shorten your chain up, and you run a cable to it. Or you can leave that chain out long, say you want it to get out to the end of the log, and you leave it out long because you don't want to be dragging your winch cable. You'd rather put the wear on the chain. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you that, and hopefully you found that information useful. Hopefully Mike Dillon saw this video, because I know he was interested in it, and I mentioned it in one of his videos about using that. Alright, so have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.